Hey everybody, it's Steve, the web developer, and today I'm going to go over another website theme review. And this one is this one has video built into it, and on the upper fold, the home page, and it's very innovative, very nice looking. And let's go ahead and just get into it. Take a look at it. It's a real estate website theme again today, and I just want to show you it, kind of give you the aspects, what works, what doesn't work, and what my thoughts are. So, and how you can use it for your business. So let's go ahead and let's go get into it. Okay, we're into it right now. And if you look what they did here, they added, you'll see right there. Okay, so they added this, what they call that? They call it, they accelerate the video. They speed up the video. So they use like a drone, or they use a camera that has time-lapse. That's the keyword I was thinking. Time-lapse photography. And then they speed that up, and it looks like what you're seeing here. So you can see how that would be very effective when you're a real estate agent wanting to sell a property, maybe a luxury property or a location or a city, you know, whatever you want to do, right? Looks really, really fantastic. Well, this allows for us to do that in the what's called the upper fold. This is the home page, so it really looks nice and crisp and clean, as I always say. So let's go ahead and scroll down. You've got the search abilities here. So you can search here. These sections right here that you see, we can take out these or change the labels in these to reflect what your offer is. So if your offer is selling condos, townhouses, single-family residence, and luxury properties, we could change these labels and maybe land if you're doing that. And then it would redirect people to specific search queries based on those cities, those communities, based on the search that you're doing. We could also do it based on price range. So we could go condos 200 to 400,000 or something like that as a teaser, right, on the homepage. So let me turn this off real quick. There we go. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. Now you can see the way it looks right now. It's very inviting. The colors are very nice for the site, for the featured properties. Now this website here, like I tell you in all the themes that I show, the for real estate, that is, this is the actual website theme. This does not include the IDX integration. If we excuse me, include the IDX integration, then it's going to look a little bit different than what you see here, just because the theme, the IDX plugin provider, what they do is they have the way in which it looks based on the feed that's coming in based on your board, your MLS feed, okay? So we would make adjustments for it, but it's still going to look fantastic and good. We're going to match it up as best as possible. Working with the company, we would change that out, put some comments and, you know, quips that represent your value propositions, what you're selling, what you're offering, that kind of thing, your services. If you're into rentals, we can add rentals, and we get rental property feeds coming in if you want to do that. Or we could just take this out and have a featured property in here perhaps. Or we could break it down where we have, you know, condos, townhouses, and have sections also in here. And this is a tile view. So we could do the tile view of what you see here. We could have some imagery that we drop in here, and then we could give it labels. And the label would pull in whatever search that the people want. So if you're in like Las Vegas and there's a lot of golf courses, we could put golf courses. Or we could put, you know, something else here, ski lodges or whatever the case may be, right, in here. Or we could do it based on city names in here. If you're an agent working around, you know, 4, 5, 6 different cities and you want to highlight certain cities. Or we can narrow it down into different type of searches, like 2 to 400, 400 to 600, 600 to 800, you know, 800 to 1 million, 1 million above, that sort of thing. We could do it that way. And then we can bring in your team, your experts, your real estate agents, however you want to do it. If you've got a team, we can bring that in, bring pictures in, add those people in here, and showcase the top ones on the homepage. And this is a slider view, so we can slide through. All right. And then you've got your blog section where we can add blogging in here, some original. What I like to do is add 3 or 4 blogs up front, and then you can take your time and you can add the blogs on an ongoing basis. So we would put that in here. So that's the home page. Let's go ahead and go back up real quick here. And let's go to, that's a video view. Let's go to a Revolution slider view. This is a common view that people see, what you see right here in relationship to a slider. And you can see how that would go back and forth. Now this can also be used for a mortgage company too. We can convert this to for a mortgage company. You can see how it has a really nice look for FHA purchases, VA, whatever the case may be, right? Conventional. Change out the labels. Or real estate, however we want to do it. Same thing, do some things here. Have a nice call to action. Watch our story. It's got a popover for a video, which is very nice. Nice call to actions right here. What are the specializations? What do you do? There we go. And let's go back up. We'll go ahead and take a look at another view here. And we did the video view. We did the, let's go to the property slider view real quick. So that's the property slider view. If you choose that view, we can put some properties in and add them. This would be a manual insertion in this case scenario. So you'd have like your featured properties you could change out and put in here. Maybe 2 or 3 featured properties. And then down here was where you would add, your MLS feed, or if you're manually inserting properties, you would just go back into the back end of this website and add your properties if you're in a place in the world that does not have MLS. More tiles in this one, right? So you can add more tiles in here if you have more. So this was California, different locations. It's just got a very nice look to it, right? So let's go to map view, full screen. And then we'll move over to the 360 view. So in the map view, sometimes people like to have the ability to show their listings on the home page related to a map view. And so if they click on the image, it pulls it up. So we could do a similar effect here. And that would be with, once again, with an IDX feed. We would integrate it and set it up for you that way. And if you look here, this is a slider that goes all from left to right, all the way across. Call to actions, featured properties, tile base, look and feel, and then once again that style again. News and events. So very similar, right? We just move it around, figure out what we want to do, and go from there. So let's go down to the Home 360 here. There we go. So if you look at this one happens to be like a panoramic view. See how it's sliding? So you know how when you go to Google and you'll Google Maps and you'll click on a location and or you use part of one of their viewing solutions, and it's you can do a 360 view where it pans all the way across. Well, that's what this is here. So we could have that effect as well. So if you have a featured property and we have a panoramic view from one of those cameras that you've done on a listing, then we can add that in here as well. Here's another one. Different style. Let's go down real quick, just get an idea. Okay, let's go back up. All right, so let's go to the home search view. I think that's the last one. Okay, this one is more global. We can make this more specific. So this one has different states, So we could bring it down to locale and just have it so that, a button in here that's just the home page here. Search to find your home. And then set it up, and then they would, search that particular area based on a query. That's a separate home page. And that we could put some imagery in the back of it. If you look at the bottom of this, see how that it's moving slowly? The cityscape. So it's a different style look, right? Oh. And then here's some niche style sites. This one's for a real estate agency. We'll go to that. So if you have an agency, you'll see how that looks. All right, that was quick. We'll go back over here real quick and we'll go to agency version 2. That's a nice look right there. Welcome to our real estate resource. Buy, sell, rent, you know, that kind of thing. That's really nice looking in my view. Very nice. Tile-based join us, see, for an agency. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, let's go down to version 3 of the agency view. Here's another one where different style. Buy a house, rent a house, sell your home. Really clear call to actions up front. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Latest news. Contact us at the bottom. Now this one here doesn't have to be an agency. We can still convert it to just an individual agent. You know, they're just calling it an agency view. But if you like this particular style here, we can convert it for a single agent in their website as well. So any of these we can convert. Let's go down here. Real estate agent. Let's pull up that one. Okay. Hi, I'm Daniel, expert real estate agent, agent in Los Angeles. So you can do it that way, and then you could superimpose your information in on here. We could put your image in here and make it look really nice. And there, your feature listings. We could have a slider of your feature listings. These are manual insertions, but we could change this out and have an IDX feed bring in your listings. Different profile. We could take things out, put things in, strip them out, do whatever you want. A lot of options available. That's where we actually sit down and we just have a talk. We do a strategy session and a consultation and define what specifically you're looking for. So let's go back over here. And agent version 2. So if you're a single agent and you want this to be your home page as a focus, we can do that as well. See how nice that looks? Nice presentation. So let's go back over. Now we're going to go to the single property view. And if you want to showcase a single property, look at this way you could do it. We could bring in an image, and ongoing you can make these pages, make this a template, and then every time you have a new listing, you bring in the images, update the information on it on this particular listing, and then present this to your seller to show them that you're actually putting in, doing fantastic work for them. If you click on this, it shows a video. Now, another way to use this particular page here, if you happen to be a contractor and you're doing development and you have 3 or 4 different styles of homes, single family residence, and you're doing a master plan, maybe you're doing 50 houses, 25 houses, 15 houses, 10 houses, 100 houses, whatever it may be, then this could be a nice theme for you as well, because we could cater and adjust each one of the styles and have it be featured on the homepage, and have, when they click from the homepage, they would click to a page like this that would give the product or the details of that particular complex, like what they did here, Villa Basilica Grande. Let's go back a level. And let's look at Chicago property, find out what that one is. So this has the upper fold in it, and it's got property search. And if we go down, you'll see that just another way to view it, to present your offers, what you're selling. You can always stop the video, the live stream after it's gone live. You can preview it again and watch what you want to watch and slow things down if you want to focus on a specific section within the presentation here. Always feel free to do that. Okay, so we have listing views, apartment Chicago Grand. Let's just go with, oh, come on, there we go. So we have a grid view for listing when you're showing listings. And we have grid, and then we have listing view, which is left to right. This look. Now, mind you, if you have an IDX feed coming from your board, it's going to be slightly different than this, but it's still going to have all the features and the benefits and all the robustness that you expect and want from your board. We just assemble it and we make it look really nice. We match up the colors for the section to reflect what your offer is and what you're trying to accomplish. Here's full width view. If you like that view, this is a very popular view, by the way, because it's right to the point, gets people looking and wanting to click on buttons. Here's a half map view. Now, obviously, this is just nationwide, but we would narrow it down into a city. See how it brings it in. Now, in your city, obviously, it would narrow down to your locale. We've seen this before. And let's go over here. Property types, apartment, condo. Let's just go to condo. We'll just look at one of these. So we can narrow down the specific search criteria based on your MLS and your feed. And we can narrow it down based on a condo and or based on locale, based on communities. However you want to do it. Subdivisions. We've seen these pretty much. Let's just go through one more. Must have not hit it. There we go. That's a single property view. Now, mind you, this particular view here you're seeing is a manual insertion. And these are tiles here, just as samples of properties. And down here is the actual listing for that specific property that gets pulled in. We can replicate this to replicate your MLS as far as having it come in, very similar to this. Although, like I said, it will be based on your MLS feed delivers and what we can do with that feed. There we go. Another single property view. Notice the video. Map view. Get the slider here. And we'll go with number 3, see how that one looks. It's a map view version of that property. It's full width. Same throwing thing. And the agent's other related properties or related properties within the area. All right. Very similar all the way down. So you can tell this particular theme has a lot of variations, a lot of abilities. It allows for you to do a lot different things. And agency grid, let's go take a look at it. And let's just move over here to agent listing. So this one would show all the agents that are in the team, in the company. So if you had 15, 20 agents, 30 agents, whatever the case may be, or you just had a team, 5 or 6 or 10 different team members, you could put those team members in here. Here's a grid view of it. If you notice, they have their social connections built into this as well. And when the team members, if you have team members or fellow realtors who leave the company, we can always change them out and adjust them and do things like that. Now, this is a detailed view of an agent, their skill sets, their information, their contact, all that kind of stuff. Their current properties that are listed. And there's 2 different styles for that. There we go. Okay, let's look at a landing page view. So we can develop landing pages on this particular theme too. So it's just a matter of setting up what type of landing page you want to have developed, and then we can then you can utilize it for any marketing that you have. Let's go to the About page and the Contact Us page, and I think we'll be able to wrap it up after that. Okay, so that's the About page. Really nice and clean and simple. And let's go to the Contact Us page. Now on the Contact Us page, we can include a map, or we can remove the map, and we can redo this to make it look different by adding other elements, other bits of information in here. We don't necessarily have to have the specific map view, but if that's something you like, we'll just go ahead and leave it. We can do a lot of different things with it. And I think that's about it on this specific theme. So let's go back to the home page. So these are the different styles that are available right here that I just showed you. And you're going to get a link to this. You'll be able to, when you watch the review on my website, steve@linen.com, you'll be able to see the come back to this and check it out in more detail if you choose. There's been a lot of work done in this particular theme. It's very, very a lot of functions. Looks really, really nice, and would certainly serve well for any real estate agent or office or a website, or website developer, contractor, or someone like that, perhaps. So let's go ahead and get back in. I'm back. Thanks for watching it. What I wanted to do now is I wanted to just tell you that if you'd like to contact me, get a strategy session and a consultation, would love to talk to you about that. Give you some short-term, long-term goals. What are you trying to accomplish in totality, not just with the website, but SEO, things like that, and lead generating, and all the aspects that are a collective bundle, as we say, right? And make it so that it's a congruent effort, so that the site pays for itself. It starts driving new leads to you, sells your opportunity, your benefits and features, and causes people to want to stay on the site if you have an IDX feed, to create stickiness, to cause them to want to come back, use your services, and tell their friends and family, and feel comfortable. So the way to do that is to get back to me is, well, I'll bring you right over here. You can always check out fiverr.com, fiverr.com/SBLINNIN. You can see that I've got 5-star reviews on there. I help people all the time and just give them information and on Fiverr regarding website development. And if you want to, you can go to stevelinnon.net. And then I'm going to bring you in real quick. Give me 1 second here. I'm just letting the page open up. Okay, and let's go back into my browser. And there we go. Now it's coming in. I have a lot of pages up, so that's why it's taking a second for some reason. There we go. Okay. And it should open up more. There we go. Cool. Okay, so I do reviews as I'm doing this one right now, and primarily I've been working on the real estate side, so I'll be moving into other reviews and in other fields, and offering concepts, ideas, and information on plugins and software as services, all kinds of stuff. I am Google certified as an online expert with Google, so I can certainly I do know a little bit about what I speak and what I know. And been building websites for over 10 years in different capacities. I'm also a real estate broker by trade for 31 years, a mortgage broker by 26 and a half years, and among other skill sets. So I certainly can help you along the way. And you can see I just have a lot of different reviews here, and there's a video on each review. So feel free, tell your friends. And here's how to contact me if you want to call me, 949-648-7563. And would love to talk to you, help you out, and see where it all goes. So I appreciate it. Go ahead and fill out the information. If you've seen me on YouTube, please select the button and share it, favorite it, and see my other videos as they come through. And let's help each other out and go from there. So have a great day. I'll look forward to talking to you in the near future.